What's up, everybody? Everyone could hear that Rob said we have 3 people watching already.
All right. Thanks for watching already, everybody. That's cool.
How's everyone going?
Oh my god, my hat looks ridiculous. Why didn't you warn me?
I was too busy trying to set up the stream, so sorry.
You know what? That's always your excuse. That's your answer to everything.
The truth helps, so the truth
The
helps.
truth. Truth is out there is what I hear. You're welcome, everybody.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
here to annoy.
Um,
Can you see my binders behind me?
yeah,
That red boy and that blue boy?
and
There's a
then
green boy and a black boy also because those are all my binders for. I get what that face is for, but those are all my magic binders now by color. So there you go. That's the thing I did.
Were you doing that this
Don't look.
week?
Don't look. Don't look. Yeah, like last on the weekend I did that actually.
Yeah,
On Sunday.
yeah. I've been doing that for a decent amount of time now, and it just makes a lot of sense. Your camera is
I
autofocusing.
know it's going crazy.
It's going ham.
Going ham.
Apparently, people want us to put this garbage thing up that we do every week as a podcast.
Really?
Yeah. Or
Wow.
I when I say everyone, I say like 2 or 3 people. I feel like that's a lot of people for our audience.
That's cool, man. I don't know how to do that, but that's pretty cool.
I think it's actually kind of easy.
Okay.
I just gotta offload audio from the stream and put it to a podcast center. I don't know. Beyond that,
Alright.
I don't know. I'll have to get advice from the truest of Mr. Six, possibly, to do that.
He is the truest of all the Mr. Sixes
Yeah.
in the land.
So this week, everyone, we're gonna be talking about basically the bans and just all the things that you can't play. The whole lot. It's gonna be a no Wednesday live stream.
Yeah, everything is a no right now.
And then we're also gonna be talking about. They released a definitive schedule for one of the releases.
Yep.
And it has a date on it.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
What happened. What I thought what was going to happen happened. So that's
Chris is like Nostradamus. He's a Nostradamus of Dice Masters.
Nostradamus.
Right that's more accurate.
Yeah.
Did you update the ban list on the website?
Not on the website because Ryan has the list for that. Ryan has to do that.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just updated it so when he uploads it, it's good to go.
Gotcha. Is it like in Discord or something?
It's on.
It's basically Jocelyn's team.
A Google Doc is what we have right now, and we can't really share that.
Okay, no, that's cool. I'm just gonna go to Jocelyn's team because those haven't been removed yet, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting until all the teams play to really remove.
I hear you. Okay, well, I got the stuff together. Just getting prepped, even though I should have been prepped earlier. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know how it be.
Jazzy.
What is up, Mel? All right, cool. So yeah, we're talking about a few things today. We got a couple of things up our sleeves. I see Chris is trying to get them out.
I can bring up the ban list that we have in our raw Google Doc. It's just I can't share that link because
no, it's fine. I get it. No, that's cool. The list is Legacy Season 1 ban list is up on crgr.rocks. At the top bar, we'll have the ban list for the Legacy League and our Legacy season, and you can check out Season 1 there, and we'll get Season 2 updated as soon as we can once all the games are in. So that should be by this Friday, I believe, or this Sunday, right? Coming up because we extended this week.
Yeah. And I'm gonna send you the link that I have in our Facebook. So
okay. All right. It's random.
Well, I mean, I can't really share it in Discord because we're recording on that.
You're right. All right. Yeah, everyone, this is the magic of live TV.
Or live streaming.
So live streaming.
We're negotiating
now, man. Let's be honest. YouTube is TV now.
Yeah. I mean, we do have YouTube TV, so
that's true. Can I just complain for a second? And then maybe
when have I ever stopped you?
Never, because I complain a lot, in case y'all didn't know.
I complain more.
But my Amazon Prime renewed, and it's the yearly thing.
Oh,
And I didn't know I was getting. I didn't know it was going to renew, so I wasn't expecting that bill. And then apparently I'm getting charged $7.57 for Amazon Video. Is that a separate charge than regular Amazon Prime? I thought they were I thought they were combined.
what?
Yeah, so I've been paying on it like for the last 4 years, and then I thought about it. I thought those are supposed to be combined. So
That's the
I
whole
might be
entire
getting
point
ripped
of
off
it.
by Amazon. By Amazon. So
Amazon.
Amazon. That's the new way to say it, Amazon. But yeah, so I didn't expect that bill today, and I'm kind of upset about that. But that's life, like Frank Sinatra says.
Yeah, that's
So,
life.
yep.
Um, so yeah, I mean, we do the monthly plan because they're really bad about telling you. Like, they send out emails, but it's like they send out a bunch of emails, and it's really hard to tell when the yearly thing's coming up because it's like in a mass of just like, hey, we're doing this now for the year. We're just letting you know in the 20 other messages that you get per month from Amazon.
Yeah.
It's just like it gets lost. They,
Show.
I don't know.
So, anyways, that happened to me today. I was kind of upset, but whatever. It
Wor-
is what it is.
Worst day of
I
your
just
life.
hate bills. It really is. It really is. It takes away from my Dice Masters money for Christmas. But whatever. Um, that was Robert's rant for the day. Let's move along.
Robert's rants.
Robert's rant. All right. Sorry.
Um,
When early morning talk show host on you.
it really grinds my gears. All right.
All right.
So what do you want to talk about right now?
Let's talk about the new release date real quick because that shouldn't take too long. So if you are in any of the Dice Masters Facebook groups, then you will know a gentleman by the name of Dan
And Benzino Scott.
Yeah. They both posted it in different areas um, about the Dice Masters schedule that came out, the product release date. So it looks like D&D is all scheduled to be released on December 18th, 2019. So, like Dan said, it's a Christmas miracle. So 12/18 is actually a Wednesday, right? Yeah. It's the Wednesday before Christmas. So, if you're all good boys and girls out there in Dice Masters land, maybe Santa will bring you some Dice Masters stuff.
I'm gonna put it up
Yeah.
on the screen.
Okay, do it.
There we go. All right. So
I dare you.
all right. Not a very solid dare, but
Hey, you know what? But you did it though, and that's what matters. You're a daredevil.
you guys
No
aren't
one
seeing
can
me
see you
slap
shake
my
your
head.
head.
Yeah.
Shaking my damn head.
So yeah, D&D Dice Master Shovel and Waterdeep campaign box, December the 18th, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Adventures in Waterdeep team pack, same day. That'd be weird if they had different dates for the team packs. Oh, that would be the worst. And then finally, the Zentarum team pack, same day. I'm excited about that.
I am too.
And the other news.
Well, there's a two-parter to this. Is the other news the second part of this news?
Yeah.
In Dan's comment, and I'm sorry, Benzino, if I'm misrepresenting who posted it first. It's Dice Masters breaking news, and we got to take it where we can. So WWE is shows a release date of January 2020. Now, there's not an actual date on there, but January 2020 is what is actually listed for the Bitter Rivals Team Pack, the campaign box and tag teams team pack. So it's going to be a busy couple of months for Dice Masters. It looks like if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that other post about because there was two different posts for the update, but I can only find the one. So
That's cool. Yeah, Benzino Scott and then Dan posted it in the East Texas Dice Masters.
Yeah.
Looks like. Cool. So shout outs to them for keeping us all up to date on our Dice Masters release dates.
All right.
That is good news, man. I'm excited. We can get to play some D&D Dice Masters.
Yeah, and there's no definitive date on the WWE stuff, so there could be more delays. So don't expect it right away in January. Just be cautiously optimistic, I would say.
I would say if it's probably going to be February, I bet. Even though it says January, it'll probably come out in February.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think that's a distinct possibility, and we're back on us. But yeah.
Cool.
All
right. So awesome. Good stuff, man. What's next? Check mark. Let's mark that off and move on.
All right. So the only other thing that we have to cover is bans. So talk a little bit while I get that ready to go.
So yeah, the season 2 tournament is wrapping up again. We extended the final round out a week just to make sure that everybody got their matches in. And last week we said that was kind of a fellowship round. Ryan quickly let us know that it really isn't a fellowship round because there are implications. Because of the implications, you might it's going to determine some of the things with our invitational at the start of the year. So that's going to help with seeding and things like that. So there's still very important rounds or matches to get in, so that you could probably be eligible for the invitational.
And there's a
So
Joe.
a Wild Joe has appeared. So that's going on. That's a good thing. It's interesting. I don't think I'm going to get invited to our own invitational. So that's cool. And along with this tournament season 2, there was a lot of really cool, interesting teams. And last week we really didn't go over it, and we're probably not going to go over them again this week, just because we're still waiting for everything to wrap up. So we can go more into depth into the teams. But again, the big match that happened last week between Bodie and Jocelyn was like the match to watch. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Is it Dice Masters of
the Great North with
there it goes.
Kim and Reg and Kim. Yeah.
I want to say like Great Dice Masters of the Great North, like Great White North or something like that. Like I want to add words to it. DM North. There we go. Jocelyn put it out there for us. Thank you, Jocelyn. You are the best. So yeah, that was a really cool match because Bodie had like this in the Immortal team, which was crazy. Like
Warriors
who would have thought of running the Warriors 3 teams? Who would have thought of that? Like, yeah, I bet that's why I did so well, because nobody was thinking of playing against that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of those that everybody kind of forgot about. Okay, so it's combo. Yeah, see, I'm sorry, Jocelyn. I just get that wrong every single time. Even though everyone tells me
multiple
I'm just
times.
bad. Multiple times. I need to make a note, put a post-it note over here.
But yeah, next time I'm over at your house, I'll put it on. I'll put a post-it note up.
Thank you. So yeah, that was a really cool team. Jocelyn has some great teams, and we're gonna go over her ban list now. Thank you, Jocelyn, for forgiving me. I'm not worthy.
All right, I'm transitioning over now. All right. There we go. So this is our raw file of what's banned. So what you guys are going to see on our website is going to be different. This is just kind of in alphabetical order of the card name, not by the sub card name. So just so everyone's aware of that, it looks a little bit wonky, but we just had to have ways of putting it in there to where when we pull it out and put it on our website, it made sense. So
for sure.
So the ones that are already on there are most of the top. Jocelyn's teams are mostly alphabetically after Jessico's team, and WizKids bands. So you have that. All right.
Cool.
You want to talk about them, Rob, or did you not pull it up?
I have it up right now on my screen.
All right.
So yeah. So if we want to just do Legacy 2?
Well, we can do all of them if you want. We do have 45 minutes, so it's whatever.
Okay, we'll go through them. It's about 40 cards, 41 I think with the WizKids band. So All right. So first of all, Asarak the Eternal is banned. That is the global Asarak to let you reroll your actions. Banned. Season 1, Jesco knocked it out for everybody and left us with Scarlet Witch for season 2 to deal with. So, which, by the way, she got banned this time, right? Yeah, she's gone.
We can hear you now,
we'll
Joe.
get to that at that point. Yeah, we can hear you, Joe. Welcome to the stream, Joe.
I was going to say, now everybody's going to be asking for this specific Google Doc from us, Chris, now that you've done this.
Uh-oh.
No one's going to get it, so.
Ooh.
We'll have it up on the website. We'll have it up on the website.
Yeah, Ryan's out of town right now. As soon as he comes back, he'll update his, because we each individually have our own login to change things on the website. Ryan's the one that has access to this part of the website because he's running the legacy tournaments. So yeah, but the tournament isn't even officially over. We're just giving you guys a heads up of what is banned for Brews. So.
For sure.
All right.
Cool. So Atlantis, the fish. I'm not familiar with Atlantis. Is that the one where you get to reroll? You get to roll 2 dice or something like that?
Yes. Whenever you field a sidekick, draw and roll 2 dice.
There you go. So it's action dice spot, sounds like to me, kind of.
It's just way better.
It's just way better, though.
Yeah.
It's a fish.
Yeah. And you can slap people in the face with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have the Atlas purged of PIM particles, which Jocelyn has removed. Our one ability to fix our bags. It's gone forever.
Thanks, Jocelyn.
Thanks, Jocelyn.
Not true.
Not true. You're right. It's not true, but it's one of the the easier ones, more well-known ways of doing that. Then we have Batiri Battle Stacks, Lesser Humanoids, which Jesco's team got that knocked out. Which one was that one? Is that the one that gets +1?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we don't have any Batiris anymore. Battle stacks that you can use cheap. Those are cheaper costing characters. Billy Club, Tool of Justice. I'm very familiar with that team. That is my mask energy fixer. Gone forever until we decide to clear out the legacy bans.
Ryan has said he doesn't want to.
I love Billy Club. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But we like to do the sidekick ramp, so we'll get to the sadness that is that in a second. Then we have Black Widow, the Widow's Bite. Which one is this one?
This is the one that gives all of your characters +1/+0 whenever she is fielded.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's the big boy maker.
That's the aggro Black Widow.
Got you. And then we have Black Widow, Crimson Shadow. Which one is this one now?
This is the one that deals damage to an opponent whenever. Let me look up. I know she deals 1 damage to an opponent. I just can't remember what the condition is. Hang on just 1 second.
Cool. So we got a couple of Black Widows. This means there's only one left from the AI set and also the OP one, right?
Yeah.
It's still
and the OP, yeah. She's probably going to be the most prominent in spoilers. She's probably going to be the most prominent in season 3.
Well, there's that.
That sounds awful.
Cool. So I'm just gonna move on to the blob, Joe. I mean, we know what it does for the most part. Blob, nothing moves the blob. Is that the sidekick?
That's that's the common, I believe.
That's the
no wait, uncommon.
Yeah, it's the one that whenever it's fielded, it captures 1.
Okay.
Okay, so the Crimson Shadow is the one that whenever she attacks, if an opponent controls a higher level character, deal it 1 damage.
Ah, okay. Cool. So nothing moves the blob, and we also have Blob Appetite for Destruction.
That's the control blob.
That's the rare blob. So we only have 1 blob left out there in the world, except for the OP one.
No, there's also the 2 from X-Men Forever, which conveniently one of them, both of the 3 cost blobs that are left actually do the same thing. Just the one that's in X-Men Forever does it a little bit better, I believe, because it's the one that intimidates sidekicks, and then it gets +1/+1 to its attack for each sidekick it intimidates, each opposing sidekick.
Oh,
and then The one from X-Men First Class is whenever it's fielded to capture all opposing sidekicks.
I love
until
that one.
it leaves until it leaves the field. But I mean, I would much rather take the one from X-Men Forever because it gives that nice little bonus.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. So next one is Captain America. How about a hand, son? And this is going to be the one where you get the global pay 1 and a shield where you get to fill the sidekick die from your use pile. And whenever he's fielded a sidekick character dice you control get +2.
Conveniently,
I totally knew that off the top of my head. I didn't look it up.
Yeah,
that's great.
Jesco conveniently did not use Professor X on his team to save that for the next round. So,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, he did it.
Yeah,
he did it.
Yeah.
So then we have Clayface Relentless, and I think we're familiar with this one. This is the pay a mask, and you get to put an energy from your use pile into your reserve pool on any face, or in your energy face. That's gone forever. Cosmic Cube Energy of the Beyonders.
That's the WizKid band.
That's the WizKids band. Then we have Green Devil Mask, big old giant teardrop falling from my eye right now. It's gone. Then we have Huntress, No Rest for the Wicked. I am not sure which one this is.
She's the common that deals damage equal to her attack when fielded.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. I like
that is a really good one.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't pull it up. All right. So then we have Iceman right on schedule. Iceman, I said that funny. It's an Iceman. And that's going to be Iceman takes damage during attacks that deal 2 damage to target opponent. Everyone hates that Iceman, and I think we're all glad that it's gone forever. So thank you, Jocelyn, for that. And I think that's was the point, right?
Yeah.
She wanted to get that out of there.
I think she also wanted to win and get an invitation to the invitation, but I don't know. I could be wrong. People like to win. I don't know.
That's true, except we never do, so I don't know what it's like.
Well, that doesn't stop you from wanting to win. You
that's
just
true.
don't.
I don't know. I've kind of lost the want for it.
After a certain point, you're kind of like, I don't even want it, because then I'm going to get hopes up, and then they're just going to be dashed. And if it happens, it happens. It's one of those things. But
Jocelyn's saying it was the point. Ban all the stuff. Invitation is a bonus.
Nice.
That's it. I mean, yeah, get rid of that Iceman. And then we have Kate Bishop. I'm just gonna keep saying everything that has man at the end. I'm gonna say Iceman
or say man.
So Kate Bishop straight shooter is the OP straight. Kate Bishop that has the global attacking character die is no longer attacking. And when it's fielded, 3 damage to target villain character die. There was a lot of villains. I'm assuming that's the reason why that was used.
Yeah, more or less. It gets rid of the global, and it also gets rid of Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I think we can kind of know what Jocelyn's going for in the next tournament or an invitational by what she had banned. She's gonna kind of have just a nasty. I'm gonna go wide and just swing at your face kind of team.
Yeah.
Well, conveniently, the other Kate Bishop still exists. The uncommon.
Yeah. She'll probably put that on her team to get that banned.
I mean, it makes sense because Yancey's still out there.
Yeah.
So there's that. Then we have Cobalt Lesser Trap, which is the 1-cost one.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
So
Yeah.
that's gone.
Yeah.
Kree Captain Lost Purpose. So we only have 1 Kree Captain that's banned. Interesting.
That's one of those ones that it's like people are like it's gonna be too hard to ban all of them because there's 3 of them. But I am surprised. Maybe someone will put in 1 on each team to lower the cost of everything.
True. Yeah. I feel like season 3 is probably going to be a lot faster. The games are going to go a lot faster because there's not as much control.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. But yeah, that's interesting that only 1 Kree Captain is gone. Then we have Mjolnir possesses the power of Thor, and that's going to be our Bolt Maker. Gone forever. Another sad day for me. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna be running Fix It this time.
I don't think you can.
I don't think so. I really don't. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. Then we have good old fashioned Norman Osborn. Don't call me Navi, and I think we're all familiar with our little boy Norman Osborn. So when he's fielded, you do a damage to your opponent for each villain in the field, and that's dirty, and it's gone now. So that's good.
Don't call me Gabi.
Don't call me Gabi. What did I say?
You said Nabi.
Whatever. Don't call him either one because he hates it. He hates it when you do that.
He will turn shield upon you.
Next we have Noxious Blightbringer. What's that? Toxin of Misery.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one.
This is the one that whenever it's KO'd.
Windfielded. It says Windfielded deal damage to target player equal to the amount of energy in the reserve pool. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I'm glad I didn't go up against that team. So that's gone. All right. Then we have Parasite, Human Atomic Furnace. Which Parasite is that? Let's look it up.
That's the blanker. Until end of turn, it steals their text.
Gotcha. So I'm looking to see Maxwell Jensen a lot in season 3. With the unblockable Wasp. I mean, was Wasp unblockable?
It was Ant-Man.
Ant-Man's unblockable, and Wasp just gets big.
Yeah, and Yanti's unblockable.
And then Yanti's unblockable. So I mean, I'm building a team right now in my head as we do this.
Don't forget the one cost from Battle for Ultramar. That's unblockable whenever he attacks alone.
Oh, well now I remember. So there we go. Professor X, No More Magus. That's going to be our mask. Pay a mask, feel the sidekick. Global. Gone forever. Queen Grabstaff Batiri Boss. Which one is this? Let's look.
Whenever she's fielded, field all grab stabs from the use pile. It was the combo that Jesco used to win a couple of his games during season 1.
Nice. So then we have Scarlet Witch.
Which I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yes. Thank you.
The Wicked Witch is dead.
Yes. Jocelyn, that was fantastic. I hate that card so much.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm very action dice heavy on my teams. I have to have an action die in there somewhere, and I get screwed by Scarlet Witch every time. So
it's mostly energy fixer ones, so he probably won't be running action dice anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, there was some things that I needed.
Yeah,
you know. So then we have Shriek Sonic Beam, which is our blanking Shriek. Gone. Then we have Songbird Melissa Gold. Now that's interesting. What does this Songbird do, guys?
This is the one that whenever it's fielded on one side, you intimidate a purchase cost of 3 or less, and then on the flip side, you KO target sidekick.
Ah, interesting. All right. Well, that's gone forever.
Gone before its time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really hoping to see that stick around for season 3, but Jocelyn was really smart because it's a really good removal tool for a lot of pieces.
Yeah, I never would have thought of it, but I don't think of a lot of things, so that's not saying much. Stone Golem, a Paragon Construct. This is paid. The global has paid 2 once per turn. On your turn, deal 1 damage to each player. This is the Fabricate 2/4/1. And then while Stone Golem is active, you may redirect 1 damage from you to Stone Golem every turn. So this is just the cheaper of the redirection ones, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. It's what he used to fabricate his Queen Grabstabs, I believe.
Oh, okay. So then we have Techno Downloaded Consciousness, and I'm assuming this is the Bolt Maker one.
This is the Bolt Fixer for all your sidekicks.
Gotcha. All right, so then we have the Collector, Tenelier Tavon. So our good friend the Collector is gone.
Super meta piece. Super meta piece.
Yeah, that one is going to hurt a lot of teams. Even if you were trying to use the Collector for your prismatic spray on legs, the other Shriek.
Yeah.
You're going to have to rely on getting it out on the actual turn that you need to get it out on.
This next one was a deep cut on most people.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see how everyone's teams are going to change this next season.
I was really meaning the Soulmonger.
Oh, the Soulmonger. Oh, okay. That one cut me deep. You're right. That is one of my pieces for my Mr. Fix-It team.
They say the first cut is the deepest.
It really is. And I was not ready for it. And now I'm gushing.
Yeah.
So then we have Wong, the expert of Kamartage. Which one is that?
He's the 2-cost ally with fast.
Okay.
There's still ways to say there's nothing wrong with that because there's more Wongs still in the format.
You know what? you made 2 Wong jokes in there, and 2 Wongs don't make a right.
So, Mike, the top four has not been announced. We're gonna wait till all of the pairings are finished.
Yeah.
All the games are finished, and the way it's looking, we gave an extension out till Friday, but the way it's looking, a lot of people can't seem to line up their schedules during the week. So unfortunately, there's going to be some draws or some forfeits, depending on how Ryan feels about it.
Yeah. And Ryan's about to come back, so like Ryan's going to be huffing and puffing and angry and just like, you will lose. Good day, sir.
Wowie. Hello, Michael Werner. I don't think I've ever seen you on a stream before, so just want to give you a shout out.
He's been here.
Welcome. I believe that's Comics Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the stream.
Mike of the Comics.
Yeah. Mike of the Comics. So next up is the Yellow Lantern ring, the Weaponer's ring. I think that's the Intimidate one.
Yeah. Super annoying.
All right.
I hate that one.
It's unfortunate that we lose it, though.
I mean, that's been lost since season 1.
I know. That's what irks me about it.
Oh.
Then we have our Yanti Pure Blood Epic Humanoid WizKids band.
We didn't need to ban that one.
On that one.
Ugh.
Yep. So then we get to our action cards here. So Create Food and Water, gone in season 1. So now we're all starving and thirsty. Magic Missile, that's gonna hurt me. It hurts me deep, but there is another version of it in the turtle set that we can use.
No, you didn't say it right, but there is another one.
There is another.
There is another. There you go. And then we have Misdirection. So Misdirection is gone. One of my favorites for my Fix-It team, but that's fine. I'll just have to readjust my entire life now. Nefarious Broadcast is gone.
That's
I've
a
never
good
used
card.
Nefarious Broadcast, so
it's a really good card.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, that thing leaving so early.
Well, it's gone forever, guys.
I used that in the Worlds, and it actually saved me quite a bit, so it was super
Really?
good. Yeah.
Wow. All right, cool. Then we have Resurrection. I think everyone used Resurrection just for the global ability to fix your bag and prep a die. Then we have Static Field, which is the pushback global, right? Pay a mask.
Yeah.
Now, the unfortunate part about this is that all versions of Static Field are gone.
Is there more than one?
Yeah. As in, like, the Battle for Ultramar version.
Oh.
Okay.
You know, the funny thing is about Resurrection, I don't even know. I can't even tell you. Like, if you gave me $1 million to say what Resurrection said on the rest of the card, I wouldn't be able to tell you right now.
It's just draw a die from your use pile, and then you...
Are you talking about the rest of the basic action text is roll target die from your use pile. If it comes up on a character phase, field it for free. If not, prep it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that.
Did you look that up, or do you actually know that?
No, I know that word for word because I played.
Because I memorize basic action cards in my free time.
He's just got a beautiful mind.
Yeah.
I played the crap out of it back in 2015 and 16. That was my jam.
I played it, but I never really used it, and yeah, well, that's cool.
There's a lot of basic actions that they get used a lot, but basically for like globals, and people don't really know what. Like, create food and water is good.
Yeah,
super good.
You can ramp out your entire bag and have like 6 sidekicks to use on the next turn if you play the action on turn 3.
For sure.
Yeah, the Yanti, super rare Yanti with create food and water is kind of disgusting.
Yeah. We don't want to talk about her though. And I'm gonna skip over this one, then we'll just jump to Villainous Pack, which is another bag fixer and die prepper, which in itself is actually a good
win
basic
con.
action.
The basic action's great.
Yeah.
And then one of everybody's favorite, Throne Brick, gone forever. That's a 2 cost, right? Or is that
and with that gone, it makes attune teams run clunky now.
Yeah. So I mean, there's still ways to do some attune things.
There's still ping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm interested. That's the entire ban list. We got through it pretty quick. So having gone through that entire list, what are some of the things that y'all think we're gonna see? And we can reach out into the chat here too, into Dice Masters Land, to see what they think.
So there's not the prep the prep globals, yes, they are gone, but there are some like pseudo kind of. There's the fetid bloat drone global that lets you sacrifice a sidekick to draw and roll 2 dice from your bag, which is pseudo ramp if you want to.
Oh yeah.
There's also investigation is still around.
Yep.
There's
Spot.
Yeah. And then there's Candlekeep, and there's another basic action that works the same as Candlekeep. I just can't remember the name of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think investigation is going to be the king, especially with Scarlet Witch gone.
I'm definitely running investigation.
That's for your attuned teams right there. That's actually where your attuned teams want to be.
Yeah. Power Almighty is what Mike said.
Yes, Power Almighty. I was just about to get to that. There's also the Whoever Assemble, which lets you prep a die for each affiliation, I believe.
What's the one that has it has the Deadpools on it? It has Lady Deadpool and Deadpool, and you can prep a die from your spot, a sidekick from your spot.
That is Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike. So we still got Counter-Strike global. So that's something. Turn 2, prep a die. It's not great for bag fixing, but I mean, you can prep a die that way.
There's also Misdirection, which on its burst phase lets you.
Misdirection is banned, sir.
Misdirection is banned. I'm sorry. Yeah. Momentum.
Momentum
on its burst phase lets you draw and prep a die as part of its action ability as well.
I won a game with Momentum on my Fix-It team.
Mm-hmm.
It was Robert saw it.
Yeah, I saw it totally.
Yeah, you were like listening, not paying attention, but yeah.
I don't know what I was doing. I think I was drawing.
Probably. I swung in for like 40 something.
There are ways to ramp and prep. It's just
turtles.
It's just not as effective as Villainous Pact or Resist Global, or even Create Food and Water.
They're not as consistent.
Right.
Yeah. Because actions, even with Scarlet Witch gone, you still have that 50-50 on each roll that you're not going to get it to come up. And on the burst ones where you need it to come up on the burst face, it's even less of a, hey, I'm going to get this. But, I mean, that's what happens in Legacy. Yeah.
So I'm totally not going to leave my boy Tabashi Rogue out. He is actually he's now the only pseudo-effective global ramp that we have.
He's the super effective ramp, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, for 2, you can just draw and prep a die, but it's each player, though.
But if he's in the field, he's going to do a damage, so it's kind of worth it.
And I know it. And yes, I am running a version of this, and yes, it will be able to clear fields.
Oh.
Like, without green double mass, but still has an effect.
I feel like it's going to be hard for the opponent to draw more than their 4, though.
What do you mean?
Because, yes, you have the global to do the thing, but your opponent's going to be, like, there's not very much ramp in the format to make Tabaxi Rogue super great.
No, it's not about that. It's about corrupting them. That's where Tabashi shines.
I hate corruption, but it's so good.
Yeah, you really don't want to go up against it, but when you're doing it, it's like
it feels good.
Any kind of it's like when you have one of those guys in baseball or football, like you don't want them on your team, but everyone hates them. But when they're on your team, you're like, oh yeah, that guy's cool.
No, it's totally not a dirty player. He's not.
Yeah, he's not a dirty player. He's not.
So that's why I think there's going to be a resurgence of promo Black Widow. Is that now that the effective mass removal tools are gone, people are going to be bulking up on their Venerable Dreadnoughts, their staff with whatever mass damage. They're going to have the super rare staff, or even Seething Corruption.
Super rare staff's gone, dude. The only thing that does 1 damage across the board.
Soulmonger is gone, not staff.
Staff is still in, bro.
Oh, I totally played myself then last round.
So yeah, you could have been using that. So Daisy Johnson,
you could still run your team. Your team could run effective.
Oh yeah,
you're right.
Everyone knows what Robert's running.
Well, there we go. Fix the team can go nowhere.
So as far as also, there's other ramp options that I totally didn't forget, like Heimdall and PXG.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like everybody's at a loss, but Yeah, getting rid of Black Widow, the promo Black Widow is actually going to be a real challenge. I have ways to work around that, but
is that the one that prevents the damage?
yes.
Oh, that's
so she stops Tabashi Rogue. She stops Venerable Dreadnought. She stops Banshee Wind-Fielded Effect. She stops Daisy Johnson. Well, one part of Daisy Johnson.
Yeah.
She can still use staff with Daisy Johnson, and that's actually the best way to do it. It's just really, really slow.
I think Mimic is still in the format, Jocelyn. It's just he's not very effective without the I'm going to pay this energy to field a sidekick.
No, you can, because there's the Atlantis Global. There's still the other two. Or there's still the other Captain America. There's Psylocke. So you have globals that'll let you field sidekicks. It's just not as effective as one mask.
Yeah. What do you think about dragons?
They're a mythical beast.
That they are. Do you think we're going to see some dragons this round?
I wouldn't. It would not surprise me.
Huh.
In fact, I think Gold Dragon is probably the best spot right now.
Gold Dragon Yanti? Oh my god. That could be super gross.
Because like you still have all the pieces, and I forgot to say, Ring of Winter, and there's another 2 costs that are really good with the Supreme Intelligence Global. That is still very much a thing if you want to ramp.
Yanti is still good with Supreme Intelligence.
Oh yeah, so all of your Boom Boom Yanti teams are gonna want Supreme Intelligence, and that's a real shame that Nefarious Broadcast is gone, because you could really use Nefarious Broadcast up against those kinds of teams.
Yeah. I mean, on my Yanti team, I abuse Supreme Intelligence all the time. It was so gross.
Sorry, eating some Halloween candy.
That's all right. Good, man. Is it candy corn?
No. In fact, I am really upset. We got full-size candy bars over bags of candy corn.
You're upset about full candy bars?
You don't even like corn. Yeah, but
they're not as convenient.
We like candy corn in this household. I would be munching on some candy corn right about now.
Dude, I tried to grow some candy corn and it did not work. No, I actually like the candy pumpkin ones that taste like candy corn. The pumpkin ones are.
We have some of those next time you come over. Yeah.
Sorry, I saw a question in the chat. I got distracted.
I don't know how to answer that question. Maybe you do, Rob?
I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't play Fortnite.
We're a bunch of boomers in here.
Yeah, no, not at all. How dare you insult me in such a way?
I believe the fancy term they were talking about in chat the other day was zillennial, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
And, I'll take that.
I was born in 81, right in the middle of 2 different generations. My wife seems to think it's a big deal. I don't really care.
That makes you a zillennial.
Yeah, I was born in 82, so we're right there.
It was a Fortnite question.
Where can we get a merriment axe?
It's probably you have to buy something from them, because that's generally how anything works on that game.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to season 3, the janky combos therein. I've already listed everything that is going to be on my radar, and the effective ways to stop it are the SR-71 Blackbird Global, if you want to stop people from ramping. The rare record's still in, if you want to run that. So people won't be as reliant on globals for their...
Man?
Ooh.
Absorbing Man with some Jubilee Bolt action.
Oh, yeah.
Field Jubilee.
Do some things.
Do some things, man.
Zennials. I'm sorry, it was Zennials.
Zennials.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said.
I think I said Zillennials.
I think you said Zoolander.
That sounds better.
I think Zillennials sounds better, but Zennials is just fine.
Zennial sounds cool. I like it.
I think it's weird how people always try to put a term on everything. It's kind of weird to me.
Ageism really started with the baby boomers, so it's fitting that it ends with the baby boomers.
Boom.
Dropping some baby boomer bombs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
baby boomer bombs.
Yeah, my grandparents were from that generation, so...
As they like to call it, the Great Generation.
They
like to call it that.
All right, let's not bash on the baby boomers.
So ageism is still wrong, guys, just so you know. It's still
also illegal in the workplace, so don't do it.
Seriously. We shouldn't be going towards the trend. Like, all this is just another form of racism.
While we're at it, can we get your TPS reports done, please?
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, let's rewind it back to what we were talking about.
Season 3.
Season 3.
We don't have a date when it's coming out yet, so
yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think it'll be in time for the D&D 4 stuff. So we're actually going to have it without D&D 4 because even if we take our 3-week break after the final round is completed, we still won't be able to get in the D&D 4 product. So
yeah,
we will not be, just a heads up, don't build for D&D 4 for season 3 of Two Team Takedown. We will not be allowing that.
It's going to be too much of a proxy also.
Yeah, and we want the European crowd to enjoy playing with us without having that feeling of like, well, there's a whole nother 78 cards that I don't have that they're using.
Yeah, we want them to suffer along. We want the American or the North American people to suffer right along with them. So.
Yep.
And we were talking about it on the back end, but I don't know if I'm going to allow in the Invitational. I don't even know if I'm going to allow D&D 4. I think it should just be a further distilled legacy ban list. We're still talking about that.
I don't know if it's out for everyone to use. I don't know. I mean,
this is in February. The Invitational is going to be happening in February, so.
Yeah, but
we might have WWE also.
We might have, but I just don't feel like it's in the truest sense. If everybody's previously championed the legacy ban list, it just feels weird to add a whole nother 2 sets onto that ban list without hitting a hard reset like we would in the summer.
Yeah.
That's my thought on it. Like if you got all these people who were top 4 or top 8 and on down in some invitations that we will be extending. That'll be happening in January for anybody who's asking. But yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
But I do feel like that in the truest sense, Invitational will be season 4 legacy bans. So
it is 100%.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be insane.
Been about. Yeah, this whole half of the year has been nothing but legacy, so why change it up at the last minute? Like all of a sudden we're gonna do global escalation. What?
No thanks.
Why would we do that?
So it's gonna be interesting because if Bodhi, you can run the Warriors 3 in the Invitational, and that'll be amazing. It'll be really interesting because if season 3 goes down the way I think it does, it'll get rid of a lot of other key cards like Venerable Dreadnought, Promo Black Widow, all the other good stuff. Even Tabashi Rogue might go the way of the dinosaur.
Maybe.
Leaving everybody with Candle Keeps or, a bunch of other random jank that you pick up in drafts.
Why not? And you know what? They might win with that random stuff, and that'd be awesome.
In the Invitational? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because what I look forward to most about the Invitational is not the people and the caliber of play, but how they use this distilled version of a ban list down to, hundreds of cards instead of 200 or 300 cards. You only have about 120 to 140 cards you're working with after everything's said and done.
For sure. I'm excited for it. And honestly, if we were gonna, I'm not even gonna go back to that. We'll just move it along.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say if we would have been first and second places teams, then I would have been okay with adding Dungeons and Dragons and.
Yeah, again, it changes the dynamic of the legacy bands, though. Adding 2 new sets in the middle of season changes the dynamic. If we were to add them at the beginning of the season after we did a reset.
This is also something that Ryan's in control of, and Ryan's the one that decides it ultimately because he's running the tournament. We have our input, but I don't know. It's up to Ryan if we can complete our case on this for it, and he likes it. He might go with it, but.
We had to put a whole PowerPoint presentation together and everything, and I don't think we can get it done in time, guys. Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, he's voiced his opinion that he doesn't think allowing D&D or WWE is going to be good. So I'm pretty sure it's not. And maybe Chris, you and Ben might sway him, but Robert, I'm pretty sure you're with me on this. That we should just keep it as distilled as possible. Yeah.
like I said, I would have been okay if we banned more than just first place team and then included them, because then we'd have more cards to replace.
I actually think that's a good idea for the next for the 2020 season. I really do think that's a good idea, because we're going to have 2 to 3 new sets to be working with in the summer, because we're going to have the draft set, at least one of the draft sets that we're going to be working with.
If we do another Legacy season.
If we do another Legacy, yeah.
This is just something that we kind of wanted to do for this time. We're going to have another meeting. We're going to have a meeting with the Bobs to see what we want to do next for tournaments. But
oh, I completely forgot. We need to schedule another damn.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Bodie, I like the Impossible Burger. It's good.
Yeah, the Impossible Burger is pretty delicious. Robert got me to have it. And then to counteract the vegginess of it, you have 2 tacos or 3 tacos, and you get your meat fill for the day with that.
Are you guys talking about the Impossible Whopper or the Impossible Burger?
Well, the Impossible Whopper is the Impossible Burger patty that's in there.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Yeah. But Impossible Whopper's good. Good stuff.
Legacy Season 8. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So many bands.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
The bands are deep, boys. The bands are deep.
We only play sidekick dice in this league.
Nice.
And the sidekick promo is banned.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Rigorous training.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like I think I've only seen one in the flesh once.
Whoa.
Maybe.
And someone's wearing it on their head.
It was weird. I don't know why they had it there, but yeah. But for show.
Actually, chat, let us know in our Discord if for 2020, the year 2020, starting at summer is whenever we start our first 2-team takedown, post invitational 2-team takedown. Let us know if you want to continue doing the Legacy seasons. It'll be a hard reset, meaning that everything's open game for the first season. If we do it, there's going to be some changes according to what everybody in the group thinks in our next meeting if we do it. But let us know if you support it or if you want to change it or what your opinions are on it so far. If you want to go Robert's way of banning the top 2 instead of the top or banning the top 4 teams instead of the top 2 teams, or if you want to do it a little differently.
Ryan has stated that he wants to keep the ban list going if we do another Legacy tournament so it doesn't reset. And I was just thinking, that's insane. Like that's literally insane.
That could work if we're going to include the sets that come in
as they go.
Yeah. So like if we were to do that, then yeah, we would include in the first 2-team takedown of 2020 after the Invitational, we would include D&D, WWE, and possibly the next draft set that's coming out, because Nats or Origins will have happened and they will have released their draft packs by then.
Yeah.
And so then we can include those 3 sets, and that actually makes things a little bit better because then you have more to work with. And then towards the Legacy season 2 or 3 of 2020, we'll be getting another draft pack set and possibly another campaign box with team packs. So then, yeah, I could see that.
And desperately needed ramp options at that point.
And that's the thing too, is that one of the reasons why I don't want to continue it and I want to start over each year is because that ban list is going to be longer than the actual amount of cards in the tournament allowed. So it's going to get to a point to where you have 100 plus or 150 cards that are banned and 150 cards that you can use.
I'm just thinking of whoever sorts the entrance to make sure that all their cards are legal. Oh my God.
It was Ryan, by the way. He looked over each of the lists. I helped him a little bit, but that was it.
Yeah, I mean, when I've done it before and I had to make sure cards are legal, I had to do Control F. I couldn't imagine doing that in a Google Doc that's like, oh God, a couple. For one thing, that Google Doc would probably chug. For one thing, especially if you had to do a search in the Google Doc, it would chug with that many bands. Like probably 150 to 200 would probably chug Google Docs.
Yep.
Oh.
But looking forward to it. Just let us know what you think in our Discord. And sound off there. If you wanted to make changes this is for 2020. This is for the 2-team takedown season 2020.
I add Nolan Ryan rookie card for ramp.
Oh, that was good.
That was really good.
I like that Uno. Can we do like a reverse or draw 4?
A reverse, yeah.
Draw 4. You play the draw 4 and you get to draw 4 dice. How about that?
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
But yeah, looking forward to. I myself am actually going to start testing my teams next week for season 3. I will be joining it, and I believe I'm going to try to get Ryan to join it, but he may or may not. I don't think he will. Are you going to be joining it, Rob?
Yeah.
Season 3, probably so.
He's going to hastily put it together at the last minute, though.
I mean, his Fix-It team is basically practically untouched.
Yeah, and I played myself, so my actual KO method was still available. My entire team was still available to me, and I didn't realize.
So, Chris, will you be joining us?
I'm debating on it. I may want to sit back and just record a whole lot more stream because I'll have more time to do that. But that being said, I think Ryan's not going to have much time because Ryan goes, he does the Chris's thing pretty big around his house. So
that's right. I completely forgot about that. He this season is really busy for Ryan with the amount of vacations and the amount of family stuff he does.
Yeah,
he does a lot of family stuff.
This is the Ryan drops off the face of the planet time.
So you mentioned recording, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to all the folks in DM North. They recorded over 80% of our matches.
So many matches.
And it's the entire catalog is there. They actually they were nice enough to organize it, so they have a playlist of the 2 team takedowns according to their various seasons.
Dude, and that overlay that they use is awesome.
Oh, it's fire!
Yeah.
So
good.
And they are still looking to go back over recordings and adding commentary. Reg and Bodie both have voiced their want for that, and so I don't know if that's something that anybody in the audience or another content creator would want to join them in doing.
By the way, Jocelyn, I've already said 2020 is the year of the hindsight.
He did. He said that last week?
No, I said that like a month ago when me and you were having a private conversation. And I said, you know what? 2020, the year of hindsight.
So bad.
Yeah, it's so good. But I'm so bad.
Yeah, for sure. So just to wrap things up, and a nice little package. Yeah, ban list is going to be updated soon on the website. If you're interested in what cards were actually banned in preparation for season 3, team lists are still up in the Discord, so you can just go to Jocelyn's channel that Ryan created and look at her teams there to see which ones are banned.
We will have it up on the website by Sunday.
Soon. Cool. Let's say soon.
Let's say soon. Let's not put a definitive date on that. Ryan is eating baguettes and croissants, so we'll wait for him to do that.
For work.
Joe, didn't you have a tournament?
Yes. Thank you.
Let's promote our own tournament that you're putting on.
I completely forgot about that.
You got 2 minutes.
I'm sorry. This weekend, starting at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Central, I will be hosting a pre-Nats modern event online. Signups are in the general chat. I pinned it, as well as in the Dice Masters Online Discord. There's a separate channel in the Dice Masters Online Discord where we'll be announcing pairings. And I'm going to try to do it like I did with the Birthday Bash. I will try to host. And then Chris might have to back me up on this. Yeah, I know. You're making the face. I will try to host.
I'm counting on being there, so.
But we'll have coverage for the whole thing. Nice. And we will also, I'm going to look for my stuff and some of the stuff that Ryan has donated to prize pool. We will
so much stuff, guys.
We will start prizing out to top 4. Then if more than 12 people show up, then we can start prizing after that. But top 4 is guaranteed prizing. And also a spot in the invitational.
Oh my God. Mike and Bodie entered as a tag team. They're going to tag team this interview.
This Saturday, November 9th, at 10 a.m. is Central when we're going to be starting. 10 a.m. Central.
It would be kind of interesting if one of the tournaments that we've put on for 2-team takedown that we did have 2 different players and they were a team. And
that would be kind of cool.
So you don't have to know both the teams. You just have to know the team that you're playing.
We discussed something like that, a content creator showdown.
Yeah.
So anyway, the tournament this weekend, prizing out to top 4, and then first place will get a guaranteed invitational spot. So
I don't know how well that's gonna work, Bodhi, through the computer, but you can try.
You might mess your camera up.
You might not want to do that. You might be able to keep witches away with that by salting the area, but it might not work.
Or slugs.
Or slugs. Yeah.
And also, we just posted a Long Came a Commander video of a match that we had on Twitch with Mike and us three jackasses here. Someone won at the end, and they didn't cheat this time.
Not at all.
But it's up there, and I put it live like a couple at 7:00.
Yeah.
So
that's good. It was really good. I watched it. I actually put it on, and I fell asleep to our docile tones. To that stream, to that video last night.
I will say that the person that won made the right decision and attacked me first and prioritized it, because I was one of the only decks that had 3 removal spells in my deck. I didn't actually draw any of them. That's why I dug so deep. But yeah, being knocked out first sucks. But
to be fair, Joe, we always try to knock you out first.
I know. And the weird part was like all the decks were on an even playing field. We played the precons, by the way.
They were all precons.
And that was nice. It's a good experience. And so that meant that I had to think a little bit harder about my decisions instead of relying on my deck builds and strategies. And so I was like, I knew the deck, I knew the list. I just didn't have the correct resources that I usually have whenever I'm building.
You're one up on Robert every single time we play a Commander game, because he doesn't know the deck even if he made it himself.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that was really fun, guys. Check it out. Last week on our stream, we said if we got a certain amount of likes on our video, we would do a thing. Do you remember that, Chris?
Yeah.
I don't remember what the thing was, so I gotta watch the video again.
I don't think we got the amount of likes that we needed.
We got 9. I just checked it. So we're close to where we need to be. So if you go back to watch last week's stream, we talked about some things. Because that was our was that the team pack last week?
Yeah. We're talking about team pack 2 for season 1 and for year 1.
Yeah,
that's right.
So if we get that, if you go back and listen to it, and give us a like on that video, we can reach our goal of however many likes we're trying to get, so we can get started on that.
And I think it's more audience interaction on that one too. So
for sure.
So just like the video, get us that 1 like.
So close.
Yeah. If we don't ever get it, it's going to be disappointing, but we'll understand where you guys stand.
Follow us on Twitch, and you'll be notified of whenever we go live with our Along Came Commander episodes, because we are live streaming those specifically now on Twitch, so that we can kind of get a little boost on both sides. But we'll later, Chris later will drop the replay on YouTube.
Yeah, on the YouTube.
And then patrons get a first glimpse before everybody else does. Just throwing that out there.
Unless Chris accidentally puts it go public, then Robert's like, "Hey, did you allow the patrons to view it first?" I'm like, "Oh, no." I have to go
so if you want to be live and involved in the conversation, then follow us on Twitch. Hit us up there, and you'll be notified of when we do it. We're gonna start doing it a little bit more often because we have a dedicated 4th now. And
it's Mike. Mike is our, for all intents and purposes, Mike's part of the channel somewhat for the most part. We tricked him into joining us.
He's a contributor. He's been there with us since the beginning, and I don't see why not. I've played enough games with him, and I've hung out with him enough.
We haven't really talked to him about joining the channel at all, but
I was just saying he was going to be our dedicated 4th for Along Came a Commander, because he's always down for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's ride or die.
Yeah.
Yep. He's ride or die.
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, I think that's all the things, right? We got the tournament. We talked about the things we need to talk about today. We talked about the new video we just put out. We talked about Twitch. I don't know if we have our Twitch channel information anywhere.
No, we don't.
All right.
Oh my god.
It's CR Space Game Room. That's all it is.
Yeah. Just look up CR Game Room. Just like on YouTube how it is, it's up there too.
Just do a Google search and put where's that CR Game Room Twitch channel?
I'm sure it'll be the first thing that pops up.
So. Always.
Be a part of the conversation live. We love to hang out, and Along King and Commander is not some competitive thing that we just script out heavily. We joke around, we shoot the shit. I mean, it's really fun.
Yep. Joe talks a lot of smack.
Yeah,
you can hear it. You can hear
so
it.
You
live.
can so like I'm normally like deadpan whenever I'm doing competitive 2-team takedown, but whenever I'm playing Commander, completely different person.
Yeah. I'm like, who is it? It's like Joe had a Coke.
Yeah. You'll hear threats from Joe, and then us just like, okay, well, we're just gonna kill you.
That's only worked one time, by the
way. Oh, fun times, guys. Cool. I think, was that all the things? Did we do it?
I don't know. We're probably forgetting something because we're not that great or good.
The tournament this weekend.
Yeah. Finish your tournament matches.
That was it. Yeah, get your tournament results in or your match results in, and I think we got all the things, dude. Did we do it?
I think we broke the internet.
I think so.
Oh, did our stream break?
No.
Oh, okay. Don't scare me like that.
Cool.
It broke on the Twitch thing, but yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Cool. Thanks for all the kind words, guys. Y'all are great.
All right,
everybody, thanks for showing
6 minutes
up.
over.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the outro now. Bye, guys.
Bye. That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Check out our website, crgr.rocks, for all our latest info. There you'll find a link to help support us via Patreon. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join our conversations on Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.